Hello everyone, and welcome back to Planet Zoo and our adventures in our marvelously modded map here in the Redwood National Park! You guys! Oh, I love all of the new modded animals. It just, like I said last time, feels like Christmas. Every single day we get to come in and I open up the animal list and I'm like, wait a second, we have a mallard duck, an armadillo? Oh, you guys, I can't wait to be able to start adding in even more animals that will really suit the wilderness that we are going for at recreating vaguely kinda sorta a park that reminds me a little bit of what you can find out in the western United States with Yellowstone, since Chips and I are getting ready to head out on our Yellowstone trip very soon now. But also we might throw in some other fun animals just for the sake of things, and maybe we can even say that's just what, this amazing staff center is currently researching. We've just got a lot of animals we have to study. Oh, and look at this waterfall! Oh my word, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. I need to I didn't even know this was a waterfall when I put it down. I mean, when we totally had like the natural wonders of the world just show up that we built our place next to. So we're absolutely going to need to like put this in a few different places because I'm already utterly enchanted with it. But welcome back, friends. So today we are going to be working on continuing our expansions into some of the wilderness. I have big wetland plans for this little plot right over here. And it seems we do have a few things that now that we have wrapped up, at least for now, our adventures with our little chipmunks. Oh, I forgot how we put in this like lily pad, this fake lily pad down here that's going to be just like a little bubble machine. In fact, maybe we should put like a little bit of water plants in there. Whoops, not animals. Do we have any good... Would it be under gardening? I think it'd be just like under plants. And then can you sort by like water plants? Aquatic! There we go! I knew there had to be an option for that. But maybe it would be cool to have like some little lotuses. We want to align to surface, I think. No, probably not for this one actually. Common water lily. Do we have water lilies like out in Montana and Wyoming? I think reeds are probably going to be a more common thing out there. Because whenever I see pictures of like a bunch of the sandhill cranes and did you know there's actually pelicans? The American pelican actually stays in Yellowstone. There's actually a population of pelican that's inland away from all of the ocean, and they stay at lakes inland. I had no idea we had inland pelicans until I was doing research getting ready for this Yellowstone trip. Ooh, that river brush is really pretty. Papyrus, probably not. Underwater eel. Underwater, like, temple plants. Oh, those are pretty. Oh, weeping willow. You know what? Let's go ahead and put a weeping willow in here instead, because willows are actually struggling to make a comeback in Yellowstone. I was reading up on beavers and trying to figure out if beavers would be an animal that Chips and I could expect to see in Yellowstone. Turns out that because of the eradication of wolves, here, we'll go ahead and put this down before I tell you the story because we can go look at the wolves then. But because of the eradication of wolves from Yellowstone, the elk populations and the deer populations just exploded, and there were so many of them everywhere that they basically overgrazed a whole bunch of the forest. So all of the really tender young little saplings didn't really stand a chance against the onslaught of the elk and the deer. And so all of the saplings that would have one day grown up to become willow trees, among many other tree species, didn't make it. So then that kind of eradicated huge chunks of the forest, and it turns out one of the favorite foods of the beaver, who you do want to keep around because beavers help to keep your wetlands really going, disappeared because beavers love willows. So they don't really stay and build dams in many places in Yellowstone, in a few, but their preferred food sources aren't really there yet because there's still that slow buildup of trees and the forest trying to recover from decades with too many predators in the herbivore variety eating all the plants and not enough predators of the herbivores keeping those numbers in check. So there's your fun fact about willows in Yellowstone and why there's not that many beavers. I was a little disappointed, but you know, I'll settle for a good muskrat. If I see a good muskrat or a pika, I will be very content. All right, but let's go ahead and see how we can help out. Oh my gosh, why? Old age? Like, Puffin the second died of old age and I never found out, and he's just been like sitting here rotting. This is terrible. Where's our vet? Do we not have like a vet like assigned to the white-tailed deer? Okay, it looks like you actually have to do like double research for the animals now that I'm actually looking at things. So we're gonna have the bald eagle researcher research the chipmunks and the wolf researcher research the red wolves. In between, like clean that up. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. No, now it's just bones. You were supposed to, what is this? No, Jinx is dying of old age too. What? What do you mean Jinx has died? Jinx, no! We literally just got these guys. Okay, we're gonna need like a specialized keeper, I think, assigned to here. The habitat desperately needs attention. I'll say Red Wolf Keeper Kira. Like, dude. Yeah, we can't just leave bones of our animals around. What is going on? Oh, okay, so we're gonna have to like hold everything, guys, and have an emergency meeting about the white-tailed deer because that was not supposed to happen, to say the least. So now we have Feisty Shepherd and Seneca, who I think were actually this was our 4th and 5th deer that we have in here. All right, Seneca, you're our 5th. Oh my gosh. And the thing is, that's the Ritu the first is their dad. He's apparently an elder at 9 years old, and apparently these guys don't live for as long as I thought they would. Do we have like an age range on them? I'm so grateful to the modders for including all of this really cool Zoopedia information. We can have 1 male and up to 20 females. And the social hierarchy is constantly in flux based on small fights. Let's see, they have a confident relationship with humans, and guests could enter their habitat. Oh, that would be so cool. I don't have anywhere guests can really go into a habitat just yet. Oh, maybe we'll expand the deer like habitat and you like can walk through it in order to get in here. Oh my gosh, see, so many options. So many options for our rescue deer. How long do you guys live? I need that information back, please, Ritu. How long can we expect to have you around, dude? 15 years. So I feel like we just had some sickly deer that must have died. They both died of old age, apparently. But, like, what the heck? Okay, so first things first, let's check on the surviving deer and their well-being. They need better food, and they need food enrichment. Okay, so how is their water? Is the water getting dirty, too? Okay. The water is filthy. No wonder they're getting sick and dying. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not gonna do. That's not gonna do. All right, we need to go ahead and put in something to treat their water. Arctic water treatment. These Arctic water treatments are not cute whatsoever, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. There's also a working lighthouse. That would be amazing, but I don't think we need a lighthouse. There's a bunch of shops for Africa. There's a Viking souvenir shop. Here's a power supply. And water purifier. Okay, this is actually really cute. You know what? I'm gonna sneak this back here. Like so. And then I wonder if I can actually have one of my zookeepers. Can I connect this up somehow? Oh, 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 almost got it, almost got it. Yes, I got it! I got it, you guys! Yes! Okay, I'm just gonna leave this be. And then our keepers can come over and take care of this. And what I wanted to do over here is put in like a beautiful wetlands. Here, we'll grab all of these cattails that are just like growing in the ground, and we'll get rid of these. Okay, there we go. And then I have been trying to do more things like just putting rocks down as decoration, using the align to surface and then just throwing plants on them. So let's actually make that little barrier right over here to kind of like hide things away. All right, filters, reset filters. There we go. Oh, I love the fox rocks. Maybe I can do a mix of, oh, the mossy, I love the dynamic mossy rocks. I am such a sucker for these. Oh, like I would love to put a few of them over here. But can I make like a cute little blockade over here? Maybe. I mean, I could just put a bunch of cute little, oh, let's do that. Let's actually put a whole bunch of cute little like dynamic mossy rocks over here as a little like moss path that gets blocked off. I like it. I like it. And then we'll put in a couple big ones in a second. I just have to cover up that spot. Yay! No! More of these moss rocks, please. Alright. And then we'll come on in. Mossy rock, mossy rock. Also, I love the aquatic fox rocks. Those look so cool. We could probably use these to make like a really cool area like the geysers at Yellowstone, where you have places where, because of the pieces adding up over time, you just have these calcified, like rocky growths all over some parts of the park. We could probably really make something look cool like that. Oh, that's gonna be hard to build geysers. But I have it in my heart as one of the things we're gonna try to do. Alright, and then let's come over here. Dynamic mossy rock over there. I like it. I just wanted something to kind of like smooth that out a bit. Look, now the deer have clean water. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so they actually have cleaner water, which should hopefully keep them alive. And let's make this a little bit more interesting to look at, perhaps, by adding in... Oh, those reeds are huge! Cattails? Well, I guess I could add in some reeds, but I might make them a little smaller so that people can kind of like see what's going on here. My conundrum. Mangrove apple tree. Wow, fever trees. No, no, no. Underwater. Like, those are kind of cool. Oh, I kind of like that. Like, making it look like a really busy little pond. Full of all sorts of the aquatic plants that say a moose would enjoy. I still cannot get over the fact that moose mostly eat aquatic plants. Like, that's their favorite thing. So they'll just like climb and swim into a lake and then just go to town. Like, what nonsense is that? A moose in the water. I know that's where they belong, but still. Let's see. Align to... Let's try some small reeds out. Maybe I want... You know what? I probably want another willow. Why don't we go for another willow plant? A lovely willow. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Oh, did you see our deer run right through that? Okay, that was very pretty. Alright, we'll put a lovely willow tree right over here. And... See, I want to make... You're not helping with the habitat cleanliness over there, dear, just so you know. Pooping before I can even get things all organized. Maybe we'll put in just a few little cattails down here. I don't want to block the deer from being able to get to the spot he was running in, but... I do want this to look a little bit nicer. Right now it's just like a sharply tilted... Here, we'll do this. And then lower. Okay, that actually looks a little bit better than the ones that are just like tilted heavily on their sides. Alright. A few cattails here, a few cattails there. Then we'll even add in a few kind of poking out of the ground here. Why are little ponds so hard to work with? Alright, there we go. Don't really like it. Nope. Curses. I was hoping that that would stick, but I don't like it that much. Maybe this is a case of less is more. Alright, well, let's see what else we can do for our deer, because this is a very alarming situation. Cleanliness is really, like, not doing well. Why? Cleanliness, habitat, traversable area, cleanliness. Because there's still the bones of a dead animal in here. Like, of course it wouldn't be clean in that case. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's it. We need to go ahead and we need to have, like, a dedicated keeper. And then to balance out the fact that we need more staff, we're gonna need to go ahead and like build something to make money. So guys, let me go ahead and pull up our amazing list of patrons. And this time around, the brand new patron who's going to be dedicated to deer and also the little wetlands that we're gonna build over here is actually going to be... Dun dun dun! Rowan! Alright, Rowan, let me go ahead and mark you down. Thank you so much for supporting all of our big adventures that we have here in our amazing, well, all of the Pixel Biology adventures actually, but especially thank you for coming on in and helping us out with taking care of these animals, because I'm a little worried about them. So we're going to go ahead and create a new work zone. We're going to put these pieces, the staff lounges that are over here. all together. We'll add these. Why not? In fact, we'll put all of these together. This will just be kind of like the deer wetlands zone. And this is going to be deer wetlands and park, or and picnic zone. There. And that reminds me, I actually need to go ahead. Cannot reach habitat, possibly do. What? Bison Valley. Ah, Bison Valley should have work zones. Did I? Picnic Plaza. Huh. Do I need another keeper who can just like roam free? I think I might need a free roam keeper. So let's go ahead and add a second keeper. And this one is actually going to be Wesley. So this is going to be a wildlife search or tracker. How about that? Wesley! There we go. And hopefully Wesley will help us out with being able to keep all of these things like taken care of. And Wesley, again, thank you so much for all of the support you have given all of our pixel biology adventures to make so many of the things we do possible. Also, while we're here, I think that I have the time of day. Aha! For some reason, the time of day just like never changes here. I don't know why that is. I would like it to change so that I have better lighting at some parts of the day. But I guess this is just kind of like permanently what it is. Alright, but while we're in here, we're actually going to put in a bunch of short grass and some dirt. Like mostly dirt, I think, for our deer. There we go. Then we're going to come down over here. And add in some rocks for the pond. You can hardly see the pond. It really is just kind of like a puddle more than anything. I need to be honest with myself. Let's increase that intensity. There we go. Let's try to make the deer area a little nicer. Because oh dear, we're having a little bit of problems. I think I might go a bit heavier on the dirt than I normally do. You guys know me, I love my greenery. But I really feel like all of the deer I ever see, they're not like in a... You're really making it hard to keep up with the chaoticness, ma'am. Oh my goodness. Alright. And then hopefully we can get more research about the deer done. Because it would be really nice. Yeah, we'll put in some more tree stumps. How about more tree stumps? And we need to give them some enrichment. Oh, this already looks so much better. Yeah, we wanted something just a little bit rugged and wild looking. And now what can we do to help these guys out? So they need some food enrichment for their species. So let's try out different things and see what would food enrichment for a deer be. I think they're based on the antelope. Let's try pronghorn antelope, and let's see if maybe working on the pronghorn antelope enrichment items also gives them the kind of items we're looking for. There's a scratching tree! Oh, does that work? Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, so the scratching tree doesn't count. What about a rubbing pillar? Rubbing pillar doesn't count. Oh wait, no, they need food enrichment! Aha! Okay, what about a grazing ball feeder? Here, we'll have them come up to the hanging feeder. And then put the hanging feeder, like, inside a tree. Nice! Okay, that's what we'll do. So that then the deer will be convinced to, like, come up and see everybody. There we go! Now we're on it! We have a dedicated keeper taking care of everybody. Let's get some ponderosa pines in here. And can I... Ta-da! And now it looks like the food is attached to the ponderosa pine! Oh, I love it! I love being able to like hide some of the treats that way. So that then I think it's more interesting to look at and more interesting for our guest. And speaking of things that are interesting to look at for our guest, we should go ahead and grab another one. Here we go. Of these education billboards covered in pine cones. And let's slide it down right in here. What? There's no education station in this one! Alright, back you go. So let's get people educated. If they're gonna come to our zoo, they're gonna learn while they're here, you guys. Gosh, that's adorable. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put this down. And people are gonna come and they are gonna learn about the white-tailed deer! Which has no, like, spot. Like, it doesn't have a sample texture, so we're just going to replace that with deforestation. Well, let's go with bee decline. No, let's go with ozone poaching. Population fragmentation. There's actually like deer on that. So that should serve us well. There we go. Okay, and then we can like move these New World benches over. I think we've started shifting a little bit away from the New World bench designs. Despite my best efforts, I was really going to try very hard to stick to keeping to like kind of a more New World modern theme. But alas, it seems we're kind of veering rapidly into different directions. Here's the aquatic benches actually look so good here. Oh, I love them. Yes. Okay, we're gonna put down a couple of those. Can't put any here, but we can put down a couple over here. I can move the New World benches. Where on earth do they even fit in anymore? Good question. I feel like they don't really have a spot. Oh well. I don't want to sell them just yet, so we'll just scooch those over. Hey, and Alara, our red wolf is about to mature already. What the heck? Yay, look at this! We have more people stopping to like learn about the deer. Good! I still feel bad that we lost a couple of them, but again, that seemed to be mostly from old age. Alright, maybe we can get some... Ooh, ambient speakers! Yes! And an educational speaker. We also have this classic music box. Decorative information sign. Let's make this area full of... Oh, that one's cute too. Let's maybe make this area education speaker. We'll have an education speaker right here to teach people more about deer. Oh, and one over here too. And we'll kind of hide it under... Where am I going to put it? Is it going to be out of power coverage? Let's put it right here. Alright. And let's cover those up with a cute rock! There you go, deer. Can it reach people? We're gonna let it reach people who come this way. And then we'll have another one. See, people need to care about the animals in their own backyard. And for a lot of us, that happens to be white-tailed deer. Here, we can spread that kind of like wide, actually. There we go, and now everybody in this zone are going to learn like, here, we'll actually call this white-tailed deer calls. I love that idea. So that then you can act like they're hearing the sounds of what a white-tailed deer sounds like. These kinds of little immersive ways to really sink yourself into creating like a very ambient, very naturalistic zone. It just makes me so happy. All right. And here's my glorious, glorious rock. Everybody needs a good rock in their lives. Sometimes metaphorically, sometimes like in actuality. All right, we'll put this rock over here. It's talking rock. Nobody panic. Put another rock. Scooch it back a little over here. People will have even more to learn about our deer. And then we can even try to make this place look a bit nicer with a couple plants real fast. Let's go with some bracken. Bracken is going to be one of our defaults for just kind of filling in the bits and bobs. Here, we'll even make like a nice tall bracken. Oh, did you see all that money? That's what it's about, friends! Making sure we can keep this place functioning by getting plenty of donations. Alright. Yay! We don't even need like a ton of ferns when you do it like this, just a few as a treat. Here we go. Let's see. Those are good. Yeah, just a few kind of as a little treat to cover up some spots. Let's see, don't need tall bracken. We need small, short bracken. There we go. Just let it grow in little clumps. And in real life, the deer would eat that like lickety-split. Because if I know anything about having lived in places with white-tailed deer, it's that every time my garden is ready to harvest, they're going to be around and they're going to eat it. It's just the facts of life. Alright. Yay! Alright, I feel like we actually got quite a bit done today, friends, even though we mostly just stuck with the deer. And I haven't 100% gotten their habitat to where I want it yet, because I would love to add more caribou moss in a few more places. I would love to add a few more spots where we can actually just sit back and see cute tree trunks, as weird as that sounds. Here we go. But I am happy with the huge progress that I feel like we've made at making it so our deer are no longer so alarmed and hopefully no longer dying in droves, which means it may be time to go ahead and try to get ourselves a new deer. Also, that's really cool. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Let it fall. Let it fall. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Nice. Very nice. All right, there we go. That's definitely a glow up from what we had earlier, you know, with the bones of the dead deer piled up everywhere. And it looks like the guests are really loving it, and they are starting to pour in quite a few donations. Do we have 2 donation benches? Just the 1? I don't think so. We're gonna fix that. Here you go. Just in case you guys are, you know, having lovely deer thoughts. But alright, so thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. This looks so much nicer now. I am so proud. If you guys could, do please leave a like for some deer. And if you have some interesting deer stories, I would absolutely love to hear them down in the comments below. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!